Joe Cole, or no, there was the other one, Blaze Lightyear. Would the ladies spend their life savings on a lotto ticket hoping to hit a jackpot? That's what it sounds like when they describe the man they want. So, ladies, if you had to run the lotto for your life savings, would you do it? Would you?
No.
No, no,
No.
no. Well,
No.
that's what it sounds like you are doing. All right, Joe Cole says, question for the panel: do you think that people in the Black community take relationships and marriage serious as other communities?
No.
No,
Absolutely not.
Marriage
No.
serious?
I would say yes.
no.
I would
It
say
depends.
yes.
It
Say
really
yes,
just
too.
depends. I think it really just depends.
If you run down the
Like-
numbers, it shows we don't.
Are you saying like black women, do they want to date more than
He's
others,
saying,
or-
do you think that the people in the Black community take relationships and marriage serious as other communities? I think Hispanics take it super serious, and then like there's just every culture is different.
Yeah, the culture.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah,
I would-
As
JR.
a
I mean,
culture,
yeah, go
I,
ahead.
I
want
got
JR's
I got an
input
answer
on
for
this.
that. I mean,
yeah,
from
yeah,
my-
yeah. What's your stance on this, bro? What do you think?
I'm gonna say that it's probably situational. For some folks, it's gonna be about experience, and then for other people, they're gonna look at the stats because they don't see it. So I think it's just really hard to gauge. In my experience, I do see a lot of people that are married, but they're not happily married. So I think that's the difference.
That is true. Yeah. Joshua Frick also said a recent study says once you go over $70,000 per year and plus necessities covered, health insurance, etc., happiness levels don't increase. So yes,
I've
gold
heard
digger.
that. I've heard that over 10 years ago. I heard that over like 10 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, no, that is true. So wait, guys, I need to know what income are y'all preferring for women? What do you want?
Yeah, I don't care.
You don't care what she
know?
makes at all?
Yeah, you could become honestly if I knew like you just came out of like your parents' crib and like you don't even have a job yet. For some reason, like I said, man, that's kind of sexy to me. I don't know what it is. Like, hey, man, we
I agree. It's just
fucking-
guys like
yeah,
women with
gonna
inexperience.
take over together. Yeah,
Well-
let me show you this world of money. Let me
Yeah,
show
we want to be
Yeah.
Aladdin. We want to show them the world.
Whole new
But-
world.
It might sound crazy, man, but I prefer her not to be extremely high earner because, like you said, it comes with masculine traits, and I've experienced that dealing with girls before. So the younger the better, the lower the income the better. I know all that sounds horribly bad, but like you said, we looking for different things in the sexes. I want a younger, less experienced girl. So as long as she working and stay busy, I don't want her to be out here trying to kill it and make all these big bucks because she gonna come with bad traits.
Okay. All right, and now I want to know, very social, or are you a homebody? Like, are you the type where you're going out all the time, or do you like to sit at home and do Netflix and chill? What about? We'll start with you this time, man.
Like in general, like
Yeah, like what are
homebody?
you doing most? Are you usually outside like every weekend, or are you always home chilling?
That's a good question. I'd say during the week I'm usually home, but on the weekend I'll be outside.
Okay.
I'll be outside.
What about you, man?
I'm outside every day.
What about you, man?
I'm gonna say I'm in the house working a lot, but I do think it's very crucial to have that outside time. So I mean, at any given moment during the week, we can turn up.
Okay. And do you always go out with your girl, or do you go out by yourself too?
It's usually kind of both.
Either way.
Yeah. Sometimes with the guys and sometimes with her.
Okay. What about you? Very social or homebody?
I would say I'm a homebody.
Homebody, Netflix. What about you?
I'm very social. Love to go outside. So
Okay. What about you?
I'm very social too.
Very social. What about you?
I'm a homebody.
Homebody. Man, this is everybody's different on this panel.
I'm like a homebody, but if I got a girl beside me, like she just makes me want to go outside.
I want to say
always
though,
that
I
way.
disagree with what you said. But like, the more money she makes, she come with like less attractive
I
traits or
disagree with that,
something
too.
like
Of
that.
course,
Like,
y'all would.
what does that? What does that have to? Does that? Do you think? Do you think that that's your own insecurities?
Not at all.
Or
It's-
the
it- it-
woman, like, what are those traits that come with a overly masculine woman?
It is proven that when women make a lot of money, they have to be A-type personality, driven, ambitious, relentless, don't take no for an answer.
Negotiation, good at negotiators.
All these traits are very, very masculine things. Being soft, sweet, feminine, submissive, those are feminine things.
That's opposite.
Yeah, it's the exact opposite. If you do that at work all day for 8, 12, 16 hours a day to make whatever much money you make, when you come home, you're not going to turn that off that easy. A-type personalities
I
cannot
agree.
turn it off. They
I
can't turn
agree.
it off. That's my oldest sister's one. She makes 6 figures. She's
But-
divorced. You can't turn it off. Like, so I wouldn't want, I know already that's going into a buzzsaw. So I wouldn't even want to deal with a woman who, at 35, I wouldn't want to deal with it.
I would
don't-
say I
there you go, yeah.
disagree just
Yeah.
because, just speaking from his experience, just because I say like my mom has always been the breadwinner.
Mhm.
I would say if anything,
But
it
she
makes,
let your dad lead and your mom doesn't sound masculine.
And your
but
mom
I'm
was raised in a different
saying-
generation too. The
Exactly.
women
But I'm-
today
yeah.
are not your
But
mother.
I'm saying,
That
like,
is-
if anything, I feel like it kind of makes a man feel more masculine because it's like, okay, financially, you can't bring as much bread to the table. So what else are you doing? You have to be fixing stuff. You have to be really the man of the house. Like, you have to really carry your weight in a manly kind of way to make up for that financial deficit. That's how I view it, at least.
Women-
So, like, it's like almost like, okay, yeah, I can carry more weight financially, but we're still meeting the goals we need to. But then you as a man, oh my God, you fixing my car. I ain't got to worry about, I ain't got to touch a car. I ain't got to do none of that. Like,
I
you know,
got
little
a
stuff.
story to tell about
Pipe
this,
broke.
if I
Okay,
can.
you got it. Like, you know, it's still like a good balance, I think, personally.
I dated this girl one time. It was actually my relationship I was telling you at the beginning, it was like 2 years. So she was like my manager, right? So I started working at the job. We started talking at the job or whatever. And so she's like making more money than me type shit. And it was a very toxic dynamic, because at the job, it would be like, hey, Melvin, I need you to do this, I need you to do this. And for me, it's like, bro, I was just dogging you out 3 hours ago. I had my hands around your neck. I was coming in your pussy. You telling me what to do right now? It didn't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? And like, and to her, it didn't make sense either because she knows like I'm not gonna listen to what she says. Not because she's a girl or anything, but it's just like, I'm kind of the leader in this relationship. So it was kind of like we're playing pretend at work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It
Because
doesn't work,
So
man.
it does. It's very confusing. So when you're at home and it's the same thing, like she's making more money than you, or she's making a lot of money, still has that personality. Like, oh, I need you to do what I say. Some days she would come to work and just like she knows like she has to tell me something. She knows I'm not gonna listen, but she like be super aggressive about it. Like you got to do this. And put her fist on the table. I've just started laughing. Like, why are you putting your fist on the table? It's not a big deal. But like, so it's just. I can imagine living with somebody in that situation. It's just trying to switch this mode of like boss mode and switching to submissive
turn
mode
it
back
off.
and forth is
Can't
too
turn it
much.
But I think
Yeah.
it depends on the woman. Like, I just don't want y'all to
I
like
agree.
categorize all women in
Thank
that
you.
aspect, because especially like my mom being a Christian woman, just really believing, okay, this is my man, this is the man of the house. It don't matter what she does, and she's always gonna be financially liberated because growing up she didn't have nothing, so she was the first of her family to come up at all. So she's
Yeah.
always gonna stand on
I've just
that.
noticed
and,
it's
you
really
know,
stressful for a lot of girls.
Do you?
But see, for her, it's
personally,
not. She loves it. Like, she's always, again, I think that's the problem a lot now is people always go looking for relationships in love based off of financials. Like,
I
sometimes
agree.
you got to factor that out.
Women do
and,
that,
you
not
know,
us.
Yeah, I don't think
Well,
I don't
that's
think
what
about
y'all
money at
do.
all. To be
I mean,
honest,
y'all
I
don't
find it
because y'all
fascinating.
are
Y'all do that.
so big on, I'm going to take care of
And,
everything.
have to be
like
the
guys,
provider.
like I completely agree with her. Like everything she's talking about her mom. This was somebody a couple generations before this. What you're talking about, you're so right. But guess what? Right now, that's
Doesn't
not how it
exist.
is.
Doesn't
That's not
exist.
women
Yeah,
today.
it doesn't
Like that's
exist.
great that you love talking about your mom, and I bet she is an amazing Christian, good woman. But that is not women today.
I
Like,
agree.
and
Yeah,
you might
not
be
today.
good because you were raised by a really good person. Most people were not raised in two-parent households today.
Yes.
Most people were not raised by good Christian families.
Yes.
But props to you for being raised well.
Yeah,
But
and I'm
but we're giving dating advice to majority of men. Majority of men ain't dealing with women like that.
No.